Okay, what do you mean by control statement, guys? Anyone can switch on the mic and you can talk. What do you mean by control statement? എന്താണ് ഇത് control statement? Okay, ഇപ്പോ ഒരു കാര്യം പറയാം നിങ്ങൾക്ക്. Okay, so I will tell you one thing for you. You know, to control you, there are like two people. Who are those guys? There are someone to control you, guys. There are someone to control you. Tell me who are those? Who are those two legends who control you like anything in your life? Tell me. Parents. Ale, full control ale. Ale, ഇത് നിങ്ങളാണ്. Wait a second. ഇത് നിങ്ങളാണ്. Okay. ഇത് നിങ്ങളാണ്. Right? So there are like two of them who will be like controlling like anything. Right? Who will be like controlling like anything on you. Full on control. Right? It can be condition, it can be looping. Everyday controlling, same on the same topic, and it might be condition controlling. ഇതാക്ക് അതാക്ക് അങ്ങനെ ആക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ ആക്ക് ഇതാക്കണ്ട അങ്ങനെ ആക്കണ്ട രാവിലെ 5 മണിക്ക് എനിക്ക് എപ്പോഴും അല്ലേ this are all like controls, like full controlling you. Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? Look on here. You are like a statement, guys. You are like a statement, and these are like a controllers for you. Right? Even in the computer also you have those kind of things. Okay, for example, just imagine, guys, if this two persons is not there to control you, just imagine how you will be. Your life will be awesome. Wow, that's the reason majority of the people want to do your engineering in Bangalore and end up being in Kannur itself. Yes or no, guys? You have all the dreams, right? Like pressa pew second pew item Bangalore poapa mati ai enikku, right, guys? So once you come into Bangalore, you don't have anyone to control, right? That's the reason you don't want it to be. You like full freedom. You can do anything, whatever it comes to your brain. No one there to control you. But here in the home, there are like two wonderful person who always control you, who always watch you, everything. Right? This is what the agenda is, right? So for example, I'll come to here, I will come to here, and I'll come to online compiler, right? So look on here, guys. Now I'm writing this one, normal lines. Look on here, printf. I'll just select like mib slash and I'll tell it slash and I'll tell it. I'll go to this and I'll printf. I'll just select web. I'll tell it. I'll slash and I'll tell it, right? And I'll put it like this, and I'll just select printf. I'll just select skill. I will tell it slash and I'll tell it. Slash and I'll tell like this. I will ask printf. I'll just select bout. I'll tell it bout bout, and I'll just slash and like this. Right? When I run this program, guys, okay, when I run this program, what is the output I'm getting? It mibweb SkillBout, right? So this is what the things I'm getting it. These are all statements. This is one statement. This is one statement. This is one statement. This is one statement. You don't have any control on the statement. It will directly, it will flow it. It is a sequential flow. It will do it. Look on your mibweb SkillBout. I'm getting this. Right? Now what I'm gonna do is I'll just tell it as like this. If I'll just tell it as if I is equals to, I'll just say if phi is equals to 5, then only you execute this. That means it will only control this one. Right? Now I'm giving a control to this statement. Right? I'm controlling this statement. Or else I'll just say as if phi is not equal to 5, means I'm controlling this statement by this line. That means if I run this program, I will get it what? I'll get it only what? Web skill and bout. Okay, if I tell it as like this, okay, so if I tell like equals to, if I run this program, at that time I'll get it mib. Am I controlling the statement, guys? Right? I can also control this block. Look on here, I can control this block also. If I want to control this, I can also control this block. Block is a collection of statement. Look on here, guys. Now I'm getting mibweb, right? So I'll just tell us like not equals to, I'll tell it not equals to. When I tell it not equals to, what happens when I tell not equal to? Only SkillBout is controlled. Right? Now I'll tell us something like this, else I'll put it here, right? Else I'll put it here. I'll put it as like this inside the block. I'll put it. I'll run this program. Now what happens now? It's going on to the else. If it is equals to, guys, so I'm giving up pure control on the statements. I'm giving a full control on the statements. Mibweb and SkillBout is not printed. You got the whole picture, guys? When to execute it, when not to execute it. Okay, when to hit you, when not to hit you. These are all like controlled by your parents. The same thing I'm doing it here, right? So this is just a statement. If I give a control to the statement, that is what I gonna be controlling the statement. I will decide when to execute it, when not to execute it. And this is all called as what? Control statement. So I'm gonna be telling you a few concepts in the control statement, and we're gonna be looking onto that control statement. Okay, for example, okay, wait a second, guys. I'll close this and I'll open this. Listen up here carefully. Listen up here. There's a control statement. There's a control statement. Control statement. In control statement, you have two types. Full controlling statements. In control statement, you have how many types? You have two types. Okay, you have how many types? Two types. One is condition. One is what? Condition. Condition statement. Other one is looping. Other one is what? Looping statement. Right? Now come here. In the control statement, right? In the control statement, you need to tell it as first one as if, second one if else, third one if else if, else, ladder. Next one is nested if. Okay, so you can tell us like nested if condition, nested if conditions. And next one is switch. These are all the things which you have it in the control statement, condition statement. You have a condition, and according to that condition, it is controlled. In a looping, okay, you have for, you have while. Okay, you have for, you have while. You have nested for, you have nested while. You have do while, and you also have nested do while also, right? Nested do while also, right? You also have nested switch also, guys. I haven't written it like that else. Okay. Apart from this, you have one more thing, guys, which is out of thing, that is called as jumping statement. Okay, jumping statement. What is this jumping statement? I'll be using a keyword called as, for a jumping statement, I'll be using a thing called as go to. This is one thing which it is coming from apart from this. The separate jumping statement. Okay, so this one thing which you need to know about it, and few of the keywords you need to know about it. What are the keywords I'm gonna be using it here? Those are all the keywords I'm gonna be finishing it. Okay, I'll be finishing it. The first one is break. Second one is continue. Third one is default. Fourth one is go to. Go to is also a keyword. And fifth one is go to is done. Go to, continue, default. Which one? I'll be using a function called as exit of 0. I'll be using this one. Break, continue, default. Case, again it is sixth one is case. Okay, case is also a keyword. I'll be discussing all those things. Okay, look on here, guys. This is a keyword, this is a keyword, this is a keyword. Everything is a keyword over here. You can tick a mark on it. Okay, I told you, right? Like whenever the keyword comes, you can put a mark on it so that you will get to know how and what and when you can be used. Okay, that is the reason I will be telling to you. And then I guess, hey, Io. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Look out here, guys. If and else, you have done it already. We have done it. If else and if and else if we have already done it. Okay, just for your kind information, I will tell to you. Okay, I wanted to tell with the snippets, so I have some snippets for you. Or maybe like after quick intro on it, maybe like at end of the class, I will go with the snippets. Is that okay? So we will solve some snippets on it, so you will get to know the uniqueness of this features. right? Right now I'll be only telling you, oh, this is what it is, this is what it is, right? So for example, guys, now look on here, guys. Now when I tell this one, if and else, this is okay, right? Now I will tell us like this, guys. Okay, so I'll just read one input. I'll just write int a equals to 1. I will tell it, right? So I'll just say like if a equals to 1, right? If a equals to 1, so this is what the if condition is. You can also write only if condition without else statement also, right? But you cannot write else statement without if condition. For example, I don't have this if condition now, right? So I don't have this if condition. Can I write only else, guys? I cannot write it. Okay, so I cannot write it. It is else without the previous if. This is what the slap I will get it. Now what I'm gonna do it, I'll write it like this. So if and else, you can, you know, this, it is working fine, no problem with that, right? If and else, if this condition is true, it will write this. If this condition is false, it will write this. And this is what the case is. This is what the scenario is. Now also I have something like this, guys. I can also control all the statements. Okay, for example, I want to control all the statement. Any one of the statements I want to get executed. So at that time, what I need to do it, right? So like an option, MCQ questions, you know about this MCQ questions. If a is equals to 1, I'll say like this. Else if I'll just tell if else if a equals to 2, I'll tell it. I'll come here, I'll tell as else if, I'll tell it else if I'll just tell as if a equals to 3, I'll tell it. And I'll tell it as like this, and I'll tell it as else if a equals to 4. Now tell me, guys, what is the output I'll be getting it here. So for each statement I'm controlling it. All right, so what statement I'm controlling it, for each statement I'm controlling it by this one. If a equal to 1, this is what it is. If the user enters option 1, that is what it is. Option 2, this one. Option 3, this one. Option 4 is this one. All right, when you get a ring, right, when you get a ring from the customer care, they will tell, okay, for this song you press it 1, for this song you press it 2. So it is not even a condition, it is going on, it's an automatic call, you get it. All right, so when you enter the input, so it is going on to that script. All right, so now tell me, guys, what is the output of this one, guys? What's the output of this one? What is the output, guys? Mib. So if I go for this, any one of this one will get executed. For example, if I tell like 6, I'll tell like 4, I'll tell 4, what is the output, guys? For 4, what is the output? For 4, what is the output? Bout, I'll get it, right? Bout, I'll get it. All right, now what I'm gonna make is, I'll make some twist word. I'll make it 4 here. I'll also make it 4 over here. I'll also make it 4 over here. So everywhere I'll make it 4. Now tell me, guys, what is the output of this one? എന്താണ് ഇതിന്റെ output? എന്താണ് ഇതിന്റെ output? mibweb ആവൂല? mibweb SkillBout എല്ലാ execute ആവല്ലേ? mibweb SkillBout ആവും? This is what the small difference which I want to teach you, guys. This is what the small difference which I want to teach you, right? If I run this program, right? If I run this program, right, I'll end up only getting mib. It is a connectivity. This is connected, this is connected, this is connected, right? So look on here, guys. This is one connection. Either what take any one of this one will get executed, right? So this is what it is now. So when I have this one, right, when I have this one, right, this is connected, this is all like connected, this is connected to this one, this is connected to this one, and this is connected to this one. Any one of it get executed, right? When I tell, when I don't remove, when I don't tell if and else, if and else, if and else. Okay, so what happens now? So I'll remove this else now, I'll remove this else now, and I'll remove this else now, right? If I write only this one, what happens now? This all becomes single control statement, right? So if I run this program, at this time it will become mibweb SkillBout. പ്രശ്നം മനസ്സിലായോ? ഇത് എങ്ങനെ കണക്ഷൻ ആണെന്റെ, എങ്ങനെ കണക്ഷൻ നമ്മൾ ബ്രേക്ക് ആക്കാനുണ്ടെന്ന് മനസ്സിലായോ? ഇത് ഒരു ചെറിയ ഒരു ഇത് നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാണ് അത്രേ, right guys, you got this picture clear? So what happens when you tell if else if else if else if, this is all like connected. In this, any one of the thing will get executed, not everything will get executed. If I write only if, at that time there is chances that everything also getting executed. Here 100%, guys, any one will get executed, right? What if I write here 100, guys? What if I write here 100, guys? Now tell me, guys, what if I write 100, guys? What if I write 100? Nothing it will print. Are you sure about this? Ale. So it will print what? Nothing you will print it. Now what I'm gonna do is for the last thing, I'll remove this if. Now you tell me guys what will happen now. Now what will happen? At this time, I don't want this condition. I don't want this condition. For else, I don't want the condition. What it will print, guys? If I run this program, what does it will print it? It will print it about. You got to know about it, guys? You guys done? Got this whole picture clear? Whole picture clear, whole picture clear, whole picture clear. This is the same thing. This is the same thing for the switch also, guys. Okay, this is the same thing for the switch, but I will do it later. Okay, so this one I'll do it later. Okay, for the switch also, it's the same thing. Switch is also working like this itself. Okay, but there are like few things which you need to know about the switch. Okay, here it is a condition where you can compare it. Right here you can write the variable, everything you can compare it or like that. But in the switch there is like a slight difference. I will tell you about what is the slight difference between switch and this one. So how you can write same similar thing using the switch. Okay, later I will tell about it. Okay, now let's look onto it. I'll copy this and I'll paste it over here. Okay, let's look onto the nested thing. Okay, nested thing. For the nested thing, I'll give you one question for you guys. Okay, I'll give you one question for you. Okay, over here everything is connected. Okay, right? So everything is connected. If this is true, then no, if this is false, it will go to here. If this is false, it will go to here. If this is false, it will directly execute it and it will execute this one. This is how it is connected. If this is true, it will terminate it. Right? That is what you need to know about it. Now I'll give one question, guys. So you're gonna be solving this. I'll tell it as like 5, 2, and 8. I'll like A is equals to 5, B is equals to 2, and C is equals to 8. Okay, I want the output, guys, like this, guys. Either I wanted 852 or 258. Like this, I want the output. Either in the ascending order, either in the ascending order, either in the descending order. Okay, by using if and else. By using if and else, you design this thing. It is a sorting thing itself. Using if and else, you need to design it. Okay, how do you write it? Write a program for this one, guys. Write a program for this one. How do you tell that? At the final thing, I need to get an output like this: 852, 258. Right? Or 258. Either in the ascending, either in the descending. Take your time. I'll give you enough time, you design this program. And trust me honest, we're gonna learn this like beautiful, very much beautiful. We'll be learning onto it. Go for it. Up here, listen up here. Let's solve this, okay? Let's what we do is like I have a number called as 5. I have a number called as 5. I have a number called as 5. I have a number called as 2. I have a number called as 8. Okay, look on it, guys. You have some possibilities here. That is what the possibilities I'll look onto it. Okay, whenever I tell you to write a program, trust me honest, don't write a program. In your future, if someone tells you to write a program, never ever write a program. That is what the hint I can give it for you. Got it, guys? Don't write program at all. So, sir, what's then we need to write it? Like if we don't want the program, what we need to do it? What I'm trying to tell you is when someone asks you to write a program, build up a logic. That is what the main thing you need to do it. Okay, sir, how to build the logic? For example, guys. Now, this is one possible test. 5 to 8. It might be something like this, or else I'll remove this. It is nothing but A, B, C. I'll tell it. A, B, C is also a possible test. What if it is in the already sorted order, right? A, B, C, D is also a possibility, guys. A, B, C, D is also a possibility. Else, it might be B, A, C. It might be what? B, A, C. Or else, sorry. I'll go with the one procedure. Okay, I'll go with one procedure. I'll tell it as A, C, B. I'll tell it. A, C, B. I'll tell it. Then guess this is one possibility and this is one possibility. Else, it might be B, A, C. B, A, C. This is also one possibility. Or else B, C, A. This is also one possibility. Or else CBA. This is also one more possible test. Or else CAB. This is also one more possible test. Okay, so many possibilities. There are like how many possibilities? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 possibilities. There are chances that there might be a 6 possibilities of getting the output. It might be ABC, it might be ACB, it might be BAC, it might be BCA, it might be CBA, it might be ACAB. Right? Now, what I think is here the assumption is very important, guys. To make it as a as a greatest number. Look on here, guys. I will assume this one A is a greatest number at the first time. If it is A is a greatest number, what I need to write it, guys? I will write something like this, guys. A is greater than B. A should be greater than B, and A should be greater than C. Here both the conditions should be true, right? A also should be true, and A should be also greater than B, and B A is also greater than C, right? So I want to tell it as and. This is the first condition I'm gonna be writing it. If this is a condition, right? Conditions importance what it is? The uniqueness of condition is what? It might be true, it might be false. Let's look on to the false later. If it is a true, I'm 100% sure that A is the greatest of all. A is the greatest number if this is true. Now the competition is between whom and whom, guys? B and C. Now I will assume that B is greater than C. I'll write one condition. B must be greater than C. It's a condition. Condition has two things. It might be true, it might be false. What if it is true? If this is true, here B is the greatest of all. So in total, I can tell that A, if it is coming in this row, A is the greatest of all. Next is B, next one is C. So like this, my first condition is done. Same thing, if it is a false, what do I assume it, guys? What do we assume it? If it is a false, we'll assume that C is the greatest. Then after A, first one is A, next one is C, next one is B. This is what I assume it. So I'll make a tick mark for this. Any queries still here, guys? So we got these two combinations. All right. Now, what if this condition itself false? There are chances that if this is a false, but if this gets false, what do we learn it, guys? If this gets false, what do we learn it, guys? We are 100% sure that, guys, A is not the greatest number. Now, the greatest of all, it might be B is greater than C or not. It might be B or C. Right? What if this is a condition? Again, the condition has true or false. It might be true, it might be false. If this is true, B is the greatest of all. I can assume it. I can close my eyes, I can tell it B is the greatest of all. By here we get to know A is not the greatest. It might be B or C. I'll compare here, B or greater C. Now B is the greatest of all. Now the competition is between whom and who, guys? It is a competition between A is greater than C or not. Right, here also there are two ways. If this is true and this is false, if this is true, A is the greatest of all. If it is coming in this way, B is the greatest, then it is A and then it is C. So I'll be writing like this. Right, I'm done with this. B, A, C. I'm done with this. If this is false, I will get to know that C is the greatest. If it is coming in this path, B, it will come first, then it will come C, then it will come A. Right, this is what the thing is. I'll get this one. Right, what if this condition is false? I'm 100% sure that C is the greatest of all. When C is the greatest of all, the competition is between whom and whom, guys? The competition is between A is greater than B or not. A condition, this is condition. Again, this condition has true, this condition has false. If this is true, A is the next greatest number, and I will tell it as if it is coming in this path, C is the greatest of all, then it is A, then it is B. Right? CAB is done. CAB is done. Now, if it is false, I'm 100% sure that B is the greatest of all. I'll come here and I will write it here, something like the C, B, and A. C, B, and A. So this is what the C, B, and A. All the six condition is done. Go through this, guys. If I want you to explain it again, I'll explain it. Go through this diagrams, guys. Okay. Will you help me out to design this program? Will you guys help me out design this program? Let's design this program, guys. Okay, let's design this program. So let's go for it and let's check it out, like how to design this program. So which you have already done it, just help me out with that. That's more than enough for me. Is that okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it something A5 to 8, right? So 5 to 8. For example, I'll come to here and I'll tell us int A is equals to 5, B is equals to 2, B is equals to 8, and C is equals to 5. Sorry, 2. Right? The first condition. What is the first condition, guys? What's the first condition? I'm gonna be doing with a neat thing. What's the first condition, guys? What's the first condition? If A is greater than B and A is greater than C. It's a condition. I want to tell it like this. I'll open this and I will close this. Right? If this condition is true, I'm sure that A is the greatest number. Now the competition between is from whom and whom is? The competition is between whether B is greater than C or not. If B is greater than C, now what I'm gonna do it, guys, I'm gonna print it here. I'm 100% sure that percentage D, and percentage D, right? I'm 100% sure this. Okay, I'm 100% sure with this. I'll copy this. I'm copy this and I'll write it. If this condition is true, A is the greatest number. If this condition is true, next one is B, and next one is C. Right? If this condition is false, if it is a false one, right? If this is false, okay, I want to write it what, guys? If this is false, A is the greatest number, then it is C, then it is B. Right? This is what we need to know about it. Right, guys? So much things. Now, what if this condition itself false, guys? What I want to write it now, all these things will happen and it should come out of the loop, and I want to tell it as like, if this condition is false, what am I gonna do it? Now I'm gonna write one condition called as if see, look onto the block diagram. If I'm going wrong, let me know about it. Yeah, we got to know A is not a greatest number. We got to know that B must be greatest number. B is the greatest number. If the B is greatest number, we need to check that in this A and C, which is the greatest number. I'll just say that A and C. Right? If in the A and C, which is the greatest number, guys, printf, I want to write it like this. In this condition, what happens now? We 100% we got to know A is not the greatest number. That's the reason B is the greatest number. Then next one is what, guys? If this condition is true, then A is the greatest number. Then it is a C is the greatest number. And this is what I gonna do it. And I'll tell us else what I gonna do it, guys. Else what I gonna do it. Else what I gonna do it. I gonna be printing this one. So I gonna print this one. B is the greatest of all. If this condition is false, C is the greatest number. Then it is A is the greatest number. So this is what we need to know about it. So this is how all about this one, this condition. Right? What if this condition itself false? B is greater than C is false, right? Else I want to write it, right? If this condition is false, right? That means I got to know C is the greatest number, but the competition is between whom and whom, guys? A and B, whether A is greater than B or not, right? If A is greater than B, I want to write it like this. Printf, I want to write it like this. What is the thing I want to write it? I want to tell that here, if this condition is false, C is the greatest of all. If this condition is true, A is the greatest, and then it is B. Right? I'll come here and I'll put it as else statement, and I'll put it like this. I'll put it as here, if it is this one is true, C is the greatest of all, then it is, if this condition is false, B is the greatest, then it is A. So if I run this program, done. I'm done with this program. Okay, if I run this program, I'll be getting the beautiful output 852. I'm getting in ascending order. I can keep it anything, guys. I can keep it here 2, I can keep it here 5, and I can keep it here 8. Right, this should get the output for me 852. Right, so if I keep it anyhow, it will sort it and will give me in the format of 852. Okay, if you want it in the ascending order, wherever you have greater than, you can put it lesser than. Wherever you have greater than symbol, you can put what? Lesser than symbol. Take on this program, guys. If it is matching with your program, that's fine. Those who are done with this, put it in a ternary operator, guys. Okay, put it in a ternary operator, guys. Use the ternary operator and write it, guys. Those who are done with this. Okay, take down this program, guys. Neatly you take it down. Those are done with this, do it in a ternary operator. This is what the entire logic is. Easy, right, guys? So once we do that block diagram, and thinking that block diagram, if we do this program, right, it will be like really easy. Look, no one can come and type it here directly. It is really hard to type it, right? When the things are working fine, when we know it, how it is working, what it is, at the time it will be like really good for us. This ternary operator over here. Neat ആയിട്ട് ഒരു മനസ്സിലാക്കിയിട്ട് ternary operator ആക്കാം. ഇവിടെ ഇത് condition അല്ലേ? Okay, so ഇപ്പോൾ എന്താ ഇവിടെ? So you will tell us like this: A is greater than B and A is greater than C? Question mark. Right? If this you have a question mark, right? If this you have a question mark, this has a true statement, this has a false statement also. What is in the true statement? It has it B is greater than C. Right? B is greater than C. I'll put a question mark. If this B is greater than C, if B is greater than C, right? What is this? For this one, I'll tell it as like A, B, C, I'll print it, colon, I'll print it, A, C, B, I'll print it, A, C, B. A, C, B, I'll print it. So this becomes entire one true condition. This becomes entire true condition and falsely ഇത്രേ ഉണ്ടാവും. അല്ലെ falsely എന്താ ഉണ്ടാവും? So if this is true, it will go to here. If this is false, if this is false, it will come to here. It is nothing but what? B is greater than C, question mark. Right? Question mark. Ippo sambhavam endha parnale, if this is true, okay, I want to go to where, right? So that is where the question comes, right? I want to go to where? That is what the question comes here. If this is true, B is greater than C is true, I want to write it what? A is greater than C, question mark. If this is true, okay, if this is true, what I need to print it, guys? A is greater than C. What I need to print it, guys? B comma A comma C. If this is false, I want to print it B comma C comma A, right? B comma C comma A. All right, guys, so this one will take care about it. This one is a statement for the true statement, entire true statement. All right, this is the true statement, and this from here entire thing comes what? False statement. Now what if this statement is false, right? What if this statement is false, right? So I want to put a colon here, I want to put a colon here, and I want to write it again. I want to write it again, telling that whether A is greater than B or not. A is greater than B or not, question mark. All right, if A is greater than B, what I need to print it, guys? I want to print it C comma A comma B, C comma A comma B, colon, I want to print it C comma B comma A, C comma B comma A, and I will put what? Semicolon over here. All right, and this becomes entire false statement, and this becomes one more statement. All right, this becomes entire false statement. This becomes true statement, this becomes entire true statement, this becomes entire false statement. In the false statement, again you have it like this, again you have it like this. With the use the ternary operator, you can use it only so much, guys. All right, do I want to execute this one, guys? Do we want it to execute this one, guys? Let's see it, let's see it, let's see it, let's see it, guys. Right, let's see it. All right, so let's see it. So let's remove all those things, guys. Okay, let's remove all those things. Okay, so let's design this one. If condition I want to remove it, if thing I want to remove it, I'll remove this, and I'll tell here if this condition is true. All right, I'll come here and I'll remove this. Look on here, guys, I'll remove this. For this one, what I'll put it, I'll put a question mark here. If this condition is true, then I will print the statement, entire statement I'll print it. Right, I'll print a colon here. Right, if this one is false, what I want to print it now here, what I want to print it now here, I'll come here and I'll print it this one, entire statement I'll print it here. All right, this much is done. Okay, this much is done. So what are you gonna do it? I'll put it like this. Look on here, guys, this becomes entire statement now. This becomes entire true statement now. Okay, all right, now what I'm gonna do is I'll put a gap here. What if this statement itself false? What if the statement itself false? What I want to do it, I want to take this else statement, right? So I'll take this else statement, I'll remove this else statement, and I'll remove this if statement. If this condition is false, I'll come here and I'll write it like this here, right? I'll write it like this here, right, guys? I'll put a question mark here, I'll put a question mark here, and again if this condition is true, right? So this is what I need to execute it, right, guys? This is what I need to execute. I'll put a question mark here, and this is what I want to execute it here. If this is true, I'll put it like this here. Right. I'll put it like this here. I'll put it like this. All right. I'll put a colon here, and I will get it. Whatever I have it in a else, I'll get it here. All right. I'll put a else here, and I'll get it here. All right. I'll get it here. All right, guys. Right. I'll put here. If this is true, so I'll take down this if condition, and if this is true, this entire thing will print it. What if this is false? What if this is false, right? So I want to put a colon here and to put a colon here. I want to remove this, right? I want to remove this. All right, I want to remove this. I'll remove this and I'll put what? I'll put a question mark over here, right? I'll come here and I'll put like this, right? I'll put a colon here and I'll remove this if and else condition over here, if and else condition, and I'll put a colon here. That's it, done. I'm done with the program. We are done with the program. So I'll put a semicolon here. That's it, done. All right, this is what how you look like when you are doing with if and ternary operator. When you do with the ternary operator, this is how it looks, right? So if I run this program, If I run this program, so you will get it what? A beautiful output you will get it, guys. You want it, guys? 852. Isn't it nice, guys? So instead of writing all those like so much lines, you can write like this. Go for this one, guys. Go for this one. Take down, take down, take down, take down this one. Entire program take down. Right? So one switch thing I will tell it, one switch thing, and other one is looping. I will not do it today. Okay, one switch thing I will do it, and other one I will do it is what? What I'm gonna do it? What I'm gonna do it? What I'm gonna do it, guys? One looping I will do it. Other one is no, one switch I will do it, and I will do the snippets. Okay, switch is also very important, guys. Wait a second. This program, you know this program, guys, right? I told you this one we can convert into the switch. This exact program, right? How to convert to the switch? I'll teach you now, right? So you need to know how to convert from one form to another one. That's it. I'll come here and I'll put it like this, right? I'll put it like this. Now, what is the switches? Okay, so switch statement is something like this, guys. Okay, so in place of here, right? In place of here, right? I will be writing like this, and I'm gonna be doing like this, right? If a is equals to 2, right? It won't be telling that a is equals to 2, guys. Okay, it will not tell a is equals to 2 like this, guys. Okay, how do I tell it is, okay, so for every statement, instead of if condition, it will give you case 1, it will tell it, case 1 it will tell it. Instead of this one, it will tell it as like this, right? Case 2 it will tell it, case 2 it will tell it, right? Now in place of this one, else if, what I'll do it now, I will tell it as case 3, I will tell it, case 3 I will tell it, right? This is a else, right? In place of else, what I'm gonna do it is I'll tell a default, 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 right? And I gonna tell it like this. Now what I'm gonna do it, guys, now I need to tell it as something like this, switch, switch, switch of a, I will tell it. That's it, done. This is what I'm gonna be doing with the switch statement. Done, guys. This is what I'm gonna do with this switch statement. And just remove this if condition, and switch is speeder than the if condition, guys. It is more faster than if condition, if and else condition. This is more speed. Got it? So this is what the switch, I'm gonna be writing it. Now what happens now? Switch will come. What is the output of this one, guys? Tell me. What is the output of this one? Here also any one will get executed, but to achieve that we need to do something else. But what is the output of here? Right? Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. $100%. It's a web. If I run this program, guys, I'll get it web skill and bout. Why I'm getting web skill and bout? Question. Tell me, guys, why it is getting from web, it is getting from web, why it is getting web skill and this one? Why I'm getting this? Anyone? No break, right? I want to use a keyword called as what? After each statement, I want to use its a statement called as what? Break. I want to use it. After this, everything I want to use it. What? Break. I want to use it. After this, everything I want to use it. What? Break. I want to use it. Okay. Now you tell me, guys. Do I want to write a break over here also, guys? Do I want to write a break over here also, guys? Do you want to write it? Is that really important to write a break over here? Why I will be writing a break? Why I'll be writing a break? To just go out of the like block. If I write a break, any problem here? No problem at all. Right now, if I write this, only web I'm getting it. All right, I will tell us like 100. I will tell her like 100. What happens now? What happens now if I run this program? If I run this program, it will go for the bout. Here break, if I don't write the break also, it will execute the same thing. All right, it's not needed that break over here. Already it is ending. After that, it is ending the block. Why we need this break? To come out of the block. Already from after this, it will come out of the block. We don't want to forcefully do the break. All right. right? Now one more thing, guys. Can I have duplicate case? Can I have like this 2 plus 1? Can I have 2 plus 1 like this? Can I have 1 plus 2 like this? Can I have duplicate break? So duplicate thing, duplicate case. Can I have a duplicate case? Okay. If I run this program, I cannot have a duplicate case. Duplicate case value, duplicate previously used here. But in if and else, guys, you can have a duplicate thing. Look out here, guys. A is equal to 4, A is equal to 4, A is equal to 4, A is equal to 4. We have it in it. Alright, you can have it. But here it is not supporting at all. Duplicate case, not treated at all. Okay, can I have it like this, guys? Can I write 1 plus 2? 2 has like this. Can I write like this? 1 plus 1. And for 3, can I write it like this? 1 plus 3. And can I write it like this? For 1, I can write like this. Can I do this one? Can I write like this? Can I write like this, guys? 1 plus for 3, it is something like this. 1 plus 2, can I write like this? Can I write like this? I can write like this, no problem. But it should not be duplicate. I can write like this, but it should not be what? Duplicate. Right? I can tell it as like 3 here now. I can tell it as 3 here. It can go for this, no problem at all. Right? Now you tell me, guys, what is the output of here? Printf, if I tell it as like this, welcome. Tell me, guys, what's the output of this one? Tell me what is the output of this one? If I run this program, guys, I won't be getting any welcome. Okay, why I'm not getting any welcome? Because this welcome is there, right? This welcome is there, right? It will never check it. In the switch case, it will only directly check the case condition. It will check what? Case condition. Go ahead, have an update on this. Case or default. Okay. Now you tell me, guys, if I write this default over here, I'll cut this and I'll write the default over here. Can I write vice versa? Now, if I tell it like 100, what is the output? Tell me, guys, what is the output if I tell like 100? Tell me. If it is yes, what is the output? If it is no, what will happen? What is the error? And this kind of questions you will get in the interviews, guys. Okay, not the direct approach. Got it? All the mixture of the things you'll get it all time. All right. If I run this program, I can write it. Nothing wrong in that. But when it is a default, it will go for the default. It is not matching with any of these cases. It will print bout, and after that, it will print what? Since I don't have a break statement, it will also execute this one. It will print mib. Here I have a break. That's the reason it is getting the break. Okay. So if I write a break over here, okay. So if I write a break over here while writing it, so if I run this program, now it is nothing but what? Bout like this. I hope you understood this concept, guys. Hope you got this concept. I hope you got this concept. I hope you got this concept. So let's solve some questions, guys. Okay, let's solve some questions. 10 minutes, we'll solve some questions and we'll check it out how good you are. Data types here, variable is done, basic is done, string programming, TCS, control statements, operators, operators, control statements. Okay, so direct we have questions. You can go for it. Tell me, guys, what's the output of this one? First one. I will not show the options for you now. Now little complications. I'll go for it. What's the output of this one? Okay, guys. Okay, let's look onto it. Okay, I'll just copy this here and I will just copy here and I'll take down to here, right? So what I'm gonna do is something like this, guys. I will paste it here. Look on here, guys. Before this, I want to tell you something. This is printf, this one. If I tell as 0, what is the output here? If I tell as 0, what is the output here? What's the output here? High. All right, those things you know about it, right? High. If I tell it as like this one, if I tell it as 8 here, what is the output? What's the output here? If I tell it as 8, if I tell it as 8, it will give you okay. Condition is true. You tell it 8 or you tell it as 0.1, it is also true statement. It is also okay. Or else you tell it as 0. Like 0.00001 also you tell it. This is also okay only. Right? So all these are true conditions. I only told you if it is like this, null. If it is null, then it is a high. Right? If it is like this, null null. If it is null null. If it is null null, then it is a high, condition become false. If it is 0, condition become false. Or else if it is what is that? If it is null I 0 I 0.0. If it is 0.0, then it is a false. Right? These all things are called as false. Remaining apart from this, everything is true. Right? Now what I'm doing it here is printf. I'm writing like this. What is the output, guys? I'm printing it here. It is printing nothing, so you don't have anything. It will return 0 to if condition. When I return 0 to if condition, what will print, guys? It will print it high. Right? I will run this program. It is printing it what high. Now what I'm gonna do is I'll put a negation here. Now 0 will, it will return 0, but 0 will turn to what? Negation. Negation of 0 is nothing but what? 1. It will do the vice versa. 1 will become what? Okay. The answer would be okay for this question. Okay, Mansilayo. Okay, so for example, if I have a string here, for example, if I had a mib here, then it is a mib and high. Sorry, mib and okay. Mib okay. Right? If I put a negation over here, mib it will print it, and mib high it will print it. Mib it will return 3. 3 becomes negation, false, and it will come to here and it is high. Understood this concept, guys? Mansilayo. So let's go for here. Okay, let's go for the next question. Where is this variables? Control statements. I'll come to here. Okay, next one. Do this one, guys. Do this one. This is also nice. Doing it here is telling that look on here, guys. Int a is equals to 20. You have it, right? And it is doing this one, guys. Okay, it is not comparing it. It is not relating it. It is telling that a is equals to 10. It is telling it. It is assigning a value to a. If it is assigning a value to a, that becomes 10, guys. 10 is a true statement, so it will print it okay here. So I'll run this program, and 10 is a true statement, as a okay over here. Okay, if it is like this, equals, double equals, if it is comparing it, at that time it is a false statement. Got it? Gotcha. What is it going on here? Here it is assigning the value. It is has same as 10. Right? You are assigning a value called as 10 to this one. Got the picture clear? Small, itri or like cherry or prashna and atre. If you understand that, that's more than enough. That is what it is. It is assigning a value to x. It is not comparing the value. It is assigning the value. Right? Presence of mind later on. This one, guys. Void character val equals to 1, while minus equal to 0. Printf true, else false. Do this. Guys, listen up here. So, oh yeah, what is this? Something like this, guys. Look on here, value equals to 1, right? So you are very smart, few of them, right? So if I run this program, I'll get it false. Why it is false? It is a post decrement. First we'll use the value 1. After that we'll go and decrement it to 0. Now what happens now? Here 1 is compared with 0. Here 0, it will not become 0 and then it will come. First use the value, then it is decrementing it. If it is a pre-decrement, guys, then it is. If it is like this, guys. If it is like this, guys, now tell me, guys. If it is like this, now. Now it is what? True. Now it is what? True, right? Now you look onto this one now. I'll not compare it. Okay, I'll not compare it. Now tell me, guys, what is the output? What is the output? Minus val. Minus val. I will do it. What is the output now? What's the output? False, right? So if I run this program, what is happening? It doesn't output false, right? So if I do it like this, guys, if I do it like this, I'll also write it like this, val minus minus. If I do it like this, guys, what is the output? What's the output? It will be true itself. All right, so it is using the value. After that, it is decrementing it. Okay, after later on, if I just print it out here, print f, if I print it out percentage d, and if I print out val here, what is the output? What's the output of val now? What's the output of val, guys? It will be what? 0. It will be what? True, and it will be what? 0. Right, so that is what the things which you need to know about it. It's a minute thing, minute detailed thing, so you should know about it. You can solve this, guys. Go for this one, guys. You can solve this. This will be the last question. Last question, solve this. Okay, you know about this typecasting, you know it. What do you mean by float, double, everything you know about it. Okay, tell me where it is matching, where it is not matching. That's more than enough for me. The last question. Hey, now we are full on concepts. That's nice. We copy this and I'll place it over here. Okay, I had told you once upon a time, something like this, right? So what are the things I have told you once upon a time? Once upon a time, what did I tell you, guys? I've told you something, right? What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? What's that? What's that? Okay, so I told you something like this. Okay, so 0.1 nef, remember 0.1, and this is called as float, and this is called as double. If you want to convert from float to double, double to float, you can typecast it. Size of this one is 4 and size of this one is 8. All right, those are things which we already know about it, right? So it is telling that something like this, guys. A is nothing but float. A is nothing but what? Float, right? This is the floating number. So size of A is nothing but what, guys? 4. 4 is equal to 10.5. 10.5 is double, guys. Size 8 ആണ്. അല്ലേ? 4 equal to 8. 4 equal to 8, guys. No, right? No match, right? No match. It will print this one. No match. Let's come into here. Size of A. Size of A is nothing but what now? 4. Size of 10.f. 10.f and the 4 ആണ്. 4 equal to 4. Yes, it is a match. Let's come into here. It is converted to double. A is converted to double. That means it will become 8. Size of A will become 8. Size of 10.5. 10.5 double ആണ്. Right? So it is 8. 8 equal to 8. Yes, it is a match now. Right? It is not now. It is a match now. Right? So we'll come to here. Again, it is saying that A and that 4 ആണ്. A and that 10.5 ആണ്. This is and that 10.5 float ആണ്. Right? So it is also match. So match, 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 not match. Right? That is what the output you need to have it. Right? So somehow easy, right? So why it is somehow easy? Because we have already done this. Right? No matter whatever the question comes in that, we are ready to solve that. All right, that is what we needed. Right? So look on here, guys. First one, it is not matched. Second one, it is matched. Third one, it is matched. Third one, it is matched. And fourth one is also matched. That's it.